This is a Pedal Uptown, and today we're going to take you through all the steps to get it assembled out of a box. My name's Rob, I'm with 99 Bikes, and if you do feel at all uncertain about any of this, we recommend that you take it to a bike shop to have it assembled by a trained professional. You will need some grease, a 4, 5 and 6mm Allen key, a pair of snips or scissors, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a 15mm wrench or a pedal wrench. In the box, you should find another small box with accessories in it, a rack for the back on some models, a saddle and seat post, and of course, the bicycle. Start by greasing and then installing the seat post. Make sure that is snug and the seat can't move around. And then remove all the packaging from the bike. You need to install the handlebar, so grease the inside of the steerer. You might need to loosen this bolt a little bit. And tighten down. Notice the cable routing here does not loop over the top of the frame and has a smooth line to both the frame and the brake on the front. We're going to fit the front fender first. It mounts behind the brake mounting bolt. Remove the nut and the first washer only. Then mount the fender, place the washer, and place the nut, and tighten. Now at this time you don't need to tighten this nut entirely. We're just going to snug it down so it doesn't move around too much, but we can make some fine adjustments. The stays mount in the bracket. There we go. To fit the front wheel, loosen the nuts on the axle, on the wheel, both sides, and note the washer here, which goes on the outside. This tab is going to locate in the hole in the fork there. And there's the same on the other side as well. Tighten both of the wheel nuts down with a 15mm wrench until these are snug and tight. You want these to be tight enough. It should feel like you're carrying about 2 bags of shopping in your hands when you do these up tight enough. There we go. Inside the accessories box, you should have a pair of pedals, left and right, the front reflector, and your owner's manual. To mount the pedals, grease the threads. The right-hand pedal mounts in the chain side of the bicycle and tightens to the right. The left-hand pedal tightens to the left. Tighten the pedals down with either a pedal wrench or a 15mm crescent wrench And these need to be done up same tension as you did the front wheel nuts. Nice and tight. Mount the carrier rack to the back of the bicycle. It mounts on mounting points here and here on both sides. Offer the rack up into position and then start with the lower two mounting points. To hold the rack. And then the upper two mounting positions. Notice there's a gap here. That's okay. The rack will flex in to meet that mounting point. Then tighten all the mounting bolts down securely. You need to adjust these handlebars into a comfortable riding position by means of this fixing bolt here. So loosen it off until the bars move freely. Make sure they're centered in the stem and in a comfortable riding position. You may need to adjust this after you've taken your first ride to get it in a comfortable position for yourself. This bolt can be done up, again, very tight. You want the bars to not be able to move at all. Brakes on the Uptown are the same front and rear. We need to make sure first that the mounting bolt is tightened down properly. Then we can just check that the brake pads are going to meet with the braking surface correctly. On this side, you can see that there's a gap. So we're going to need to make some adjustments in order to make that meet the braking surface correctly. Start by tightening the brake cable. Loosen the cable clamp. And then retighten. Pull the brake lever gently to hold the pad in place whilst you loosen the mounting bolt and adjust the position of the brake pad. It's critical that this brake pad cannot contact the tire. And then tighten the fixing bolt securely so that the brake pad cannot move around. Once you're happy with the positioning of the brake pads, check the cable tension by pulling the brake lever firmly several times to simulate emergency braking. The brake lever should not pull to the handlebar, and the brake should release and stop the wheel every time. The process for the rear brake is the same as the process for the front brake. Test the gears by turning the pedal slowly and shifting through each gear ratio, making sure the chain engages. Mount the front reflector to your handlebar. With the screw provided, and make sure that the bell is securely attached as well. Inflate the tires to the recommended pressure, which is marked on the sidewall. For this tire on this bicycle, minimum pressure is 50 pounds per square inch and maximum is 85. Do a final safety check by checking that every bolt and fastener on the bicycle is secured down correctly. It's a good idea to get a friend to give you a hand with this, or to check over the bike afterwards to make sure that you haven't missed anything. Check that the handlebars are secure and also straight and in line with the wheel. And secure down firmly. This should be not possible to twist this portion, the stem, inside the frame when this is securely done up. So tighten it down very firmly and then test by attempting to twist the handlebars whilst holding the front wheel. So that's it, your Uptown is nearly ready to ride. As I said before, please be certain to get a friend to check over your work before you go for that first ride. And if you're at all uncertain about anything, take your bike down to your local bike shop and get some expert help.